chance for you to go fund yourself. 30 past every hour, you get one of those keywords from 9:30 a.m. to 9:30 p.m. So they start with Rover. Stansbury's got them for you. I have them. And then right into your core erotic experience tonight after 6:30. Cavaliers win last night. The home opener here at home. Well, that was stupid. The home opener against the Washington Wizards. They beat him in overtime. Bill was there.
It was awesome.
I got messages from people who saw Bill and his girlfriend. I don't know if you two were on the kiss cam or what happened.
I just hanging out. We did not kiss cam it up.
You what?
We did not. I don't even think they did a kiss cam last night. So,
well, they missed an opportunity then, I think. If Bill Squire's there with a lady friend, why aren't you going to put those two crazy kids up on the Jumbotron?
I have breaking news.
Boy, this better be breaking news. Hold on. I already mentioned that Leslie Jordan died.
Yeah.
You're not going to repeat that, are you?
No.
Alan Cox Show! Exclusive news update!
I found out who's been stealing my Red Bull. Because it happened again. I literally walked to Heinen's to get a sandwich, and I came back and my Red Bull was gone. It is empty.
Now let's set this up.
Okay.
Because last week, Mary said that she, on a couple different occasions, or maybe it was one for you and one for somebody else.
Right. Myself
Okay.
and another person are experiencing the same issue. Where
Jeremiah, next door at Kiss FM.
our energy drinks are being stolen.
Right. From the refrigerator here in our kitchen.
Sure.
And so, Mary, how did the two of you commiserate on this?
I was doing a lap after it got stolen the first time. I did a lap and was like looking in everybody's studios to see if there was any evidence.
Well, you were looking to see if somebody had the can next to him.
I checked trash cans.
I understand.
I checked everything. I didn't see anything. And Jeremiah was like in his doorway, and I was like, "You stealing my Red Bull?" And he goes, "No, but the same thing happened to me last week."
was it the same culprit?
Same culprit. My empty Red Bull can is sitting on a desk of a higher up.
Keith Hotchkiss.
Keith Hotchkiss
is stealing your
my
Red
Red
Bull.
Bulls.
He stole Jeremiah's
Celsius
bubbly water, whatever that is.
It's an energy drink.
All right. Well, here's
what
what we're
am I
going to...
supposed to do? Do I go to my boss and say, "Hey,
Yes!
man"?
Yeah.
I'm like really aggravated about that.
You go,
'cause
bro.
This is the second time in a row that it's happened.
Yeah.
Is he
And
still
what
here?
Yes, he's still here.
Open the door and...
What frustrates me is that it's like you didn't buy it. You didn't buy it. I'm so aggravated right now. Do not go get him. Should I yell at our
no,
boss?
not yell at him. We want to know what's going on.
He's gonna be like, "Oh, I didn't know."
Well, at least we'll know. He's out there.
I'm very annoyed right now.
Walk out over to his office and see if he'll come on the air with me.
There's no way. There's no way that he bought it because it's mine. It's been sitting in there.
What if he tells you that he bought it?
He's lying.
All right. Keith Hotchkiss, of course, is our
There's an empty
market
Red Bull can
manager.
sitting on his desk.
He's the big boss here in Cleveland. He oversees this whole dog and pony
so
show.
frustrated. I've been up since 3 a.m. I knew I had a Red Bull at work,
Yep.
so I didn't have to stop to get one on the way.
Yep. Is he in there? Okay.
Did you tell him why?
I'll
I'll
ask.
let you lead this.
I'll ask. Do you know why you're here?
No.
Okay.
Never happened.
So here's Keith Hotchkiss. He is
Very rare. I'm not.
long time. I know. We were just talking last week about how you're never on the show with me.
Yes.
And I said it's because I've never been a, breaking management's balls guy, right? I think it's
boy.
lame radio, whatever. However, we do have a question because we have evidence to support a theory
Oh boy.
that you are stealing people's Red Bulls out of the refrigerator here at work.
I am stealing people's Red Bulls.
Yeah,
Mary Santora.
You have a Red Bull.
I have
In the
had
fridge.
2 Red Bulls in the fridge.
Okay.
That have gone missing on 2 separate occasions.
Well, I have brought Red Bulls, but I've also taken Red Bulls.
Well,
So,
I had one today that
Okay.
was in the fridge, and I saw no other Red Bulls in the fridge.
Okay.
Just the one that I brought,
mm-hmm.
and there's an empty Red Bull can on your desk.
Now I have. I drank a Red Bull.
You drank
a
my
half
Red
hour
Bull.
ago. I
You
didn't-
drank? Did
Now,
you drink her
I've
Red Bull?
also brought
I can
in
tell
and
you drank a Red
purchased
Bull. This
Red Bulls.
energy's crazy.
Say again?
Now I have been accused of also stealing Celsiuses.
Correct.
Yes.
Yeah,
This
we-
is why-
we laid it all out.
Yes.
Yes. Now again, I have brought Celsius. I'm a.
This seems very coincidental that the very things being stolen are the things that you have also brought to work.
This
Did
is
you bring a Red Bull in today?
no,
So then you just drank one that you didn't buy.
but I brought them in last week, so they are
See,
been
this is
Red
what,
Bulls.
This is what I said last week when we couldn't figure this out. I said, this is tricky.
It's
because
not tricky because it's math.
That's tricky for me. I suck at math.
I brought in
This
two.
is very tricky for me.
You just made it way harder for me.
No,
too.
I brought in 2 Red Bulls and 2 Red Bulls went missing. That is math. I did not drink them. So someone else
But that has got
drank
nothing.
them.
Well, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's Keith Hotchkiss.
Well, I drank today's Red Bull, so yes.
You did drink today's
Now,
Red
but
Bull.
I had forgotten. I have brought in many Red Bulls that
Sure.
I usually forget in the fridge, and then I just assumed that one was
This
one
is-
that I brought in weeks ago.
This was me playing devil's advocate last week, because I said, whoever it is, I guarantee you, they're thinking they brought it in
Yes,
and going
I did
back
bring
to
it.
get
How
it.
do you not know? That's my question. You know you didn't bring a Red Bull in today.
You booked
But
your
I've
flight
brought
for the
in.
wrong day.
I've
You're
brought in.
busy.
Yeah, I've brought in Red
Get
Bulls
that.
and Celsiuses all the time.
What flavor Celsius?
Oh, I like
So-
the.
Because I'd never
orange.
heard of Celsius before. We were talking about someone's beef.
Also, so you
Guys,
know.
can we actually just call these things energy drinks or something else? Because Red Bull and Celsius ain't paying for it.
Well, I drink many energy drinks. I
Okay,
drink a
so-
lot of coffee. Now,
So in your defense, right?
well,
Here's
you
what's
can I can admit. See, I'm one of these people that if I have done wrong, I will admit wrongdoing.
After making an excuse.
Well, that
Oh, I bring
it's-
them in too.
Well, it is
Yeah,
both.
but he does.
Both
I
things
get
can
it.
be true. I
Okay.
can have stolen a Red Bull and also brought in Red Bulls. Both things are true.
Sure.
That got stolen, apparently.
So
have you ever had a Red Bull stolen that you know you brought in?
probably,
and
but
you went back.
I'm one of these people that if I bring things in, I might as well. Like, I leave things all the time. It's I'm one of the I just have random things everywhere.
Right, but if you were to bring something in specifically for you, like say you had a 3 a.m. flight from Oklahoma City this morning and you had a Red Bull that was going to get you through your job, and someone else drank it.
And you buy a Red Bull, and it's a third of the pay that you're going to make that day.
Correct, yes. My Red Bull did cost.
The other good news is
Out
that
of the machine, it's like 5 and a quarter.
Yeah.
when I believe there was a Celsius that had been drank
Yeah.
by me
Yeah.
that belonged to one Jeremiah down the hall.
That's
I
right.
purchased him a makeup Celsius and one extra on top of that. So
Okay.
you will now, if it in fact that is your Red Bull that I
This
drank,
is what I'm saying.
Well,
Hold
I
on,
will
Keith.
purchase 2 Red Bulls.
But this
for
is
you.
why
That's
we
fine.
this is
now.
why we have to ascertain if it was in fact your Red Bull.
When I got here today, there were no Red Bulls in the fridge. I put my Red Bull into the fridge, and now it is gone.
But you don't know how long it's been on his desk. What if he had it before
No, I
you
drank
put,
one today.
Was it the only one that was in there?
I don't
There
know.
was I know for a fact
Trying to
because
get
I
to the
had
bottom
one
of this.
stolen last week, so I
By
made
the way,
sure I
everything
looked.
is on camera, so we can also investigate.
We have a camera in the kitchen?
Well, we have cameras everywhere.
In the kitchen?
I would assume there's one.
Oh,
I
there's a
don't
couple
know.
things I got to stop doing in the kitchen. Then.
Now, the other good news is I like to get my steps in,
Okay.
so I will be happy to wander down to the Heinen's
Okay.
and purchase said Red Bull, sugar-free, and makeup Red Bull if
Thank
you'd
you.
like me to do that right now.
I appreciate
or
that.
out of the machine in the back.
No,
they don't
no,
have
no.
sugar-free back there.
They don't have sugar-free.
You kids and your sugar-free. Take full sugar.
No,
That's-
it makes me crash.
But you're already making your heart explode with that stuff anyway. Might as well have to add sugar to it.
I also am a energy drink. I have a little problem.
Aficionado. You gotta
So
be
I have
careful,
red.
man.
No, I have the 5-hour energy. I'm drinking
Yeah.
coffee. I'm one of those people that I could drink a Red Bull
See,
at like
this is why-
9 o'clock at night and go to sleep in like an hour.
I'm the exact same guy, and I have to remind myself I'm 51, and I go, I gotta stop doing that because it
Have
has
a
no
heart
effect.
attack.
It has no effect on me,
Well,
right?
what this really is just the downfall of radio. It used to be
The-
cocaine.
Someone did my coke again.
Yeah, well, then the cocaine was out for everybody to do.
Yes.
And now it's all Red
I,
Bull.
I
There were
can
random
honestly
piles.
say I have never done anyone's cocaine.
Mm-hmm.
Are we going? I need to know because I'm a solutions person. What is our move going forward? Should I start labeling mine? Should I put my name on it so that it doesn't get drank, or are we going to turn this into a Red Bull free for all?
I told you to do everything I put in there. I put my initials on.
I don't think we need to go that far. I think I should just provide because I am notorious
You're
for
the
drinking
culprit.
energy drinks.
You've
I should
become the
just
culprit.
You're the
Provide
guy.
Celsius and Red Bull on a pretty constant basis. Now I provide, for example, the
a big
waters in
move.
there,
Sure.
right? People keep saying, we shouldn't put water in there because everybody steals them. Well, it's just bottled water. I can provide.
Oh, there are
some-
bottles of water in there?
There,
From time to
We
time.
usually give them to like the guests and stuff when they come
I
in
see.
there. Like if you have a meeting.
Oh, in
and-
the little fridge in
Yeah,
here.
yeah,
Well,
yeah.
someone had suggested, well, because the quote employees quote steal the bottled water, we should lock the fridge. I'm like, it's just a
This is
bottle
what
of
it's
water.
gotten to.
Yeah,
the employees are trying to drink free water.
I know. I'm just like, it's just a few bottles of water. We can live without this situation. So there's always a solution.
It's got to be DIY around here, man. You got to put your it's like
what I'm saying.
It's like when you move back home after college, for those of you who have done that cuz you're saving money. You go back home, you're writing your name on the milk, the orange juice, whatever it is. You got to at a radio station. See, she's new to the game.
Well, I said this last week.
You got to write your name on everything.
This is my first like office job. I've always worked in restaurants and things like that. So
Mm-hmm.
like things that I've heard like, oh, people steal your food out of the fridge, or this one person always microwaves fish. Like, I'm just surprised that some of those things are true.
It's also very interesting because I'm also very concerned about this office environment being as clean and sterile as humanly possible.
That's right.
And I am fascinated with what people never throw out and leave in the fridge. So I am constantly emptying the fridge of product, old food, expired product. I threw out a pizza 216 like a couple of days ago that had been in there since Monday, and it was Thursday or something, and they're like, well, I was going to eat that. I go, you can't leave a pizza in a fridge for 3 days in a work environment and expect me to not
I
throw it
scooped
out.
out the ice chute with my hand.
Oh.
Because it was getting clogged up and nobody was doing anything about it. And so they'd go for ice, but it was all building up on the inside of the fridge.
Sure.
So I'd open it up and it was all ice. So I'm in the kitchen, like picking up ice with my hands and doing the. People are like, what did you do? I'm like, I didn't do anything.
I'm fixing
I'm trying
the
to
problem.
help.
I'm trying to help.
I vacuumed in here the other day. I mean,
Yeah, we all do our part, right?
Yeah,
Keith
I
Kennedy
do, but-
has been known to vacuum for special guests.
Yes.
You know,
Cindy
and I've
Hunter
been known to
vacuums.
straighten up for. We had a CEO in this morning, and
Yes.
we used this front studio, and I want to make sure it's spotless.
Yeah.
So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to wander down to Heinen's like I typically do, and I'm going to provide as many Red Bulls as is going to get you through this show.
How many
Sugar-free.
is that?
I'm
many
good on
Red
the
Bulls
free
to get
coffee.
you
We
through
got
the
free
show?
coffee.
Well, that's fine.
And I like the coffee shop next door, by the way.
They're good. Yeah, they're really
Stone
I
good.
haven't
Fruit.
been there.
It's really good. And
I
they
don't
got good
drink coffee.
tea and good passion
Oh,
fruit.
maybe I'll get some tea.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm a tea guy. All right, let me take
we
care of that for you.
wanted to get to the bottom of it, and I guess
It's a good
we have.
reminder for all of us.
to write your name on your stuff.
Or don't
I
take
see
things
an
that don't belong to
opportunity
you.
here. He's such a boss.
That's
man.
why he's the
Listen,
big boss.
I'm gonna send an email.
That's right. There are no problems. There are only solutions.
My entire job is solving problems.
That's right.
There is no problem I am not
this
asked to
one
solve
has
every
come
day.
to your front door.
Yes, and
Yes.
I will solve it rather than let it fester.
Right.
I solve the problem immediately. There's not even going to be like, I'll bring you a Red Bull tomorrow. It is going to be, I'm wandering down there right now, and I will rectify the situation.
Well,
Okay.
I've also been leaving $100 bills around, and people keep taking those. So if you could get some of those for me,
Well,
Just write
I'd
your name on it,
appreciate
Bill.
that.
yeah. Put your name, and we'll take care of that. So, am I done?
Keith Hotchkiss. Yes.
Thanks, Keith. Appreciate you.
Thanks, pal. There's the big boss.
Yeah.
That's Keith Hotchkiss,
Red Bull
who
thief.
has been.
Stealing.
You might remember he's
He's
been
got
there a
a more
long time.
communal-
He was on
Yeah.
he was on Kiss FM back in the day, and
I didn't
Now
know he
he's
was
got a
on
more-
air.
oh yeah,
He's got a more communal idea of what it means to have Red Bull in the office.
there you
Right.
go.
It's not your Red Bull.
It's
our
Red Bull.
Yes.
But that's fine because
There's
he makes-
socialist vibes in,
Yeah.
at 668 Euclid.
He makes 40 times the amount of money I do, so he can afford to have community Red Bulls. You know?
Yeah. Mark the bottom of your Red Bull next time with a marker, and if she sees someone with an empty can, she'll instantly know if it's hers. Well, I think we've determined he
think-
drank your Red Bull.
Yeah.
He just thought,
definitely
well, what did I say last week? Whoever's doing it, they're thinking they brought it in.
I don't like that. I can't. And Bill is correct. I don't ask questions. I notoriously book incorrect flights that I have to fix and things like that. But I feel like you would know if you brought in.
But I also don't
an
think,
item.
but I would be hard pressed to believe that anybody we work with was just knowingly, randomly taking other people's stuff, was my point. I'm like, there's
That's why I was so dumbfounded
Yeah.
that I was like, they're just taking it.
I like that he basically admitted to taking it, but made it seem like, yeah, but that's just what you do with a Red Bull.
Yeah, if
Like
it's
that-
there, you
if you
just
see a
drink
Red Bull, it's there to be drank.
If you see one and you happen to be lacking, please, yes, continue. If you
Make it a TikTok.
They're dropping it low.
Yeah, they are dropping it low, boy. Boots with the
appreciate them.
fur, the whole bit. Thank you, ladies. Yeah, okay. Well, good. We got to the bottom of that then. I've got to give away some money here. I'm behind on this because we were cracking a case.
Solving a mystery.
It was
a figure it out.
It was a figure it out. Mary's favorite literary pastime come to life.
Yes.
She made herself the protagonist of the story. It's $1,000 for you to go fund yourself. Good luck.
The Buzzard wants you to go fund yourself and score $1,000. Enter the nationwide keyword cash at WMMS.com. That's cash. Enter it now at WMMS.com. And good luck from Buzzard Radio.
He also benefits from, and I was going to say, he also benefits from a surplus of Keiths.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And we have the fewest now we've ever had.
Yeah.
With two, yeah.
Because we used to have Keith Abrams, who everybody called Sass Keith, and Keith Kennedy, and Keith Hotchkiss. Lots of Keiths.
Ron points out that he signed off like Marty when Marty was on and goes, "Am I done now?"
Yeah.
He just walked away.
Just walked out.
Away.
Yep. Hey, Nick.
Hey, Alan Cox.
What's going on, Nick?
Not much. How you guys doing? Well, I know how you're doing. I'm listening to the show.
Hanging in.
Yeah. Well, it sounds like somebody already beat me to the punch because I had a suggestion for Mary on how she could possibly catch who's stealing her Red Bulls. You said somebody already texted you saying that maybe leave a marker at the bottom of the can. I was going to say do that or leave a little sticker at the bottom of the can or a dent on the top of the can. And when it gets stolen, walk around, find it, and then you'll see who's been stealing it. Maybe it is Keith. Who knows?
He admitted to it.
I say you empty a can and then pee in it.
And then
try
reseal it?
And then try
Well,
and
that's
reseal
just-
it. And then when
With
they
what,
take
tape?
away,
We're not trying to get people to drink pee,
well, it'll teach them a lesson.
are we? I mean,
Mhm.
yeah, there always can be a lesson
I'm sure we
taught.
can find a way to do that.
That ain't it.
And also, did he walk by?
I didn't see him walk.
I haven't seen him walk
That's
by
okay.
either.
Instead of labeling it, should I just put a receipt taped to it so that he knows he didn't buy it? It's like it was bought today.
I told you last week, you
at
gotta
12
write your name on
p.m.
stuff. You gotta write your name on stuff.
What are you waiting for with these, though? Why don't you just drink them?
What do you? Because I bring them in so that I have them when I need them. All right.
How do you ascertain when you need to kick the Red Bull in?
I knew I was going to need one today because I had a very early flight. So I was
Gotcha.
like, I'm going to be up all day. I'm going to have my Red Bull when I have my lunch, and that'll get me through the second half of the show. I got things I got to do when I get home, so I'll have everything I need. So last week, I had a busy week last week. So it was the same thing where I brought it in. I'm like, I usually like to drink it around 4 o'clock.
I still do chuckle, though, at the notion of the sugar-free Red Bull.
It's still
Because
bad for you.
sugar is the very least of your
Right.
problems with Red Bull. That's why,
Absolutely.
because my party drink is tequila and Red Bull.
Mhm.
And they go, sugar-free? I go, hells no. OGRB, baby. Sugar-free. What are you trying to foist on me? But I do have to remind myself, hey, maybe don't drink tequila and Red Bull.
Yeah.
When you're out doing stuff. But I can't stop. I just love it.
I
Once it, and it
remember-
hits your lips, oh, it's so good.
One of the first times I went out on like a bar crawl with you guys and you were drinking that, I was like, I've never thought of that. And I taste it, I'm like, this is the worst thing I've ever tasted.
Oh, it's so
But
good.
I
People
always
are
drink
like,
vodka Red Bull.
Yeah, that's what everybody says. So they go,
Uh-huh.
oh, I've never, what do you call it? I go, I don't know. I'm the only one who drinks it.
Mhm.
And call it whatever you want. All right, good.
Battery
Problem solved. We'll see, I think everybody understands where they stand now.
I want to know, like, what's the over-under on him actually going and getting those Red Bulls?
I think he will, absolutely.
I think he
He's a
will.
man of his word.
I guess I'm just,
Yeah, but is it going to be today or is it going to be in like 4 days?
he said he's not a guy who waits. He said he does it immediately.
Yeah, you kind
We
of
would
like,
have seen him walk by.
Or maybe he went out the back or something.
yeah,
Or
maybe
he said
he's
he likes
taking
to get his
likes
steps
to get his
in.
steps.
All right,
Maybe
all
he
right.
went the long way.
Maybe
Maybe
he went out around Public Square.
Maybe he didn't want to walk past us,
Here's what I noticed about Keith.
the walk of shame in front of us.
He's a bit of a goldfish.
He gets distracted.
He
by
gets
things.
distracted. He's got a lot of stuff to do.
I'm not going to bring it up again.
He walks out of here. Somebody else says, "Hey, Keith, this," and then he goes, "Oh, that," and then he starts doing that.
But that's
And
why
then
he
all of a
said,
sudden-
I'll walk right out of here and I'll walk to the,
Well, let's see.
I take him at his word.
Well,
Oh, there he is. Okay, listen, I've got to take a break here. If you want to text 35192 to get me something there, you can listen anywhere on the iHeartRadio app.
The Alan Cox Show on 100.7.
WMMS.
Your afternoon drive is brought to you by the Ken Ganley Auto Group, Ohio's